This is not the same video as our previous Commerce video. With that said, we're starting a brand new segment called A Closer Look. And today we're gonna be taking a closer look at Commerce 7 rail and Commerce 10. And in these closer look videos, we're gonna be deep diving on spots that we've already done that we did earlier on when we first started doing these videos. Back when we first started, we didn't really know what we were doing. I think we've got a little bit more seasoned since we began. We're gonna start doing these spots a little bit more justice. And today, to kick off the first episode of A Closer Look, we have TJ Rogers, who's gonna be joining us and going over a list of tricks that he's done on Commerce 7 rail, as well as Commerce 10. In this video, there's well over 100 tricks that have gone down at this spot, and we're gonna jump into every single one of them. Let's get it.
Oh, he went around the corner.
That was so fucking sick. Fuck yeah, Derek.
We're gonna save the 10 stair for last. We're actually gonna check out the 7 stair handrail first. Right now we're just along Bay Street, in between King Street West and Wellington Street West as well. We're in the financial district, so it's a very busy area. It's about 5:30 in the evening right now, so everyone's getting off work. It's very busy. This was actually a different handrail. I think it's still to scale of exactly how it used to be, but the rail was more of like a brownish, greenish handrail. So when you see clips from now and then back then, the rails are gonna look a little different. If you take a look behind me, you can tell that's not a far distance to go. Maybe about 25 feet of run up, maybe 30. Another thing about this spot is the security and the bust factor. If you don't get your trick within like 5 minutes or maybe less, on a good day you might get 10, you're getting kicked out. You usually come out in pretty high numbers as well. You'll see a lot of security guards come out like 5, 6 at a time, maybe more. And you'll see some of the clips that we play later in this video actually showing like tons of security guards while people are getting their clips. That's what makes a lot of these tricks at this spot even better than what they look like on camera. The cracks aren't too bad. There's like a line that goes throughout the whole stairs to the top here. I feel like the crack actually gets worse over by the 10 stair, and there's like certain parts of the 10 stair that you actually got to skate. But as for the rail, yeah, I don't even think this would really bother you that much. It's like a little bit of a dip, and there's like some rubbery parts here. And the rail's not too tall. It's like not short either. It's not a low handrail to get on by any means. Then you're only sliding or grinding for this much of the rail, a few feet. So a lot of the tricks that have gone down are a little bit more on the technical side.
How we doing? You guys filming one of these videos that you do?
You already know.
My man, what's going on? Come on, Knuckles. I don't know, it's such a good rail. They switched the rail from the last time, like when I was a kid, like 18 years ago. Like it was like a little thicker. I mean, it's still just as good. It's sturdy, it doesn't move.
Kind of give us a timeline on like your tricks. I can think back to like switching it up, but it probably goes back even before that. But I remember you did like Biggie front board and front Smith on a crook back lip. Tell us about kind of those tricks.
Yeah, those three. I mean, that was probably like the first 3 tricks I did was like crook back lip, front Smith, and big spin front board. Probably like 15 or something like that. I don't know, some of the more recent tricks throughout the last 10 years, I nollie heel boarded it, switch back lip fakie, switch front feeble, nollie half cab, switch crook, crook nollie heel.
That was so fucking sick.
Fuck yeah, Derek. Woo! I did a line where I did like switch nose manny and switch feeble 180, but it never came out. When I nollie heel boarded it, I was trying nollie heel back lip for like the dam video. I was landing on almost every try, but it started to rain, and you know how the ground goes with the granite. Like I kept landing and just slipping out every time, and like didn't end up getting it. But that's one I've always just like dreamed of coming back and getting. But
think you will?
I don't know, man. It's a hard one, dude. I haven't done that trick in probably 12 years.
How was it like kind of skating this rail with just like, you know, the run up being so short and everything? I know you can carve in, but like...
So like the main, like how everyone else skates it is like, you can kind of see how the door is, how it's like kind of flush and it'll be locked usually, but we typically would have it like pointed like halfway through, so you get a little bit more run up inside of the little area there. Right. Just like an extra little push.
That does a lot though.
An extra 5 feet, it helps a lot, you know? I think I did when I did nollie 180 switch crook, I curved at it.
That's a tricky.
But like for the most of the tricks, I just dropped in, like threw my board down, you know?
I remember the big spin front board, you definitely started up there.
Yeah, I did it twice. Yeah, I did it once in a green circus shirt, and then I did it again in a black shirt. And I remember landing it, and I kind of like did a little like motion with my foot. That's the only reason why I remember. I was hyped on switch front feeble too. I love that feeling, dude. You land it and you're just like, shoot it. I don't know, I haven't really skated the rail too much. I've tried a couple tricks recently, but I haven't been successful, I guess.
There's a lot of other tricks that have gone down by tons of other people. What's like something else that's not by you, what would be like your favorite trick to go down on this rail?
Oh, I mean, there's so many. I mean, Ben's kick front blunt was really good. Switch front blunt too, like did some other stuff like
Switch 270 front boarded it.
switch 270 front board, yeah.
And kickflip crook in the same part.
Yeah.
That ghetto spot part.
I think I nollie big lip this too, like how I did on St. Clair.
Right.
Maybe not. Maybe I'll have to come back here and try that one day. It's a pretty good one. I haven't done it in a while. It's a good spot, man. A lot of shit's been done.
We're gonna talk about some of the other tricks that have gone down to the spot, and then we'll make our way to the 10 stair.
All right, do your thing, homeboy.
Cole Hacker. I actually filmed an angle of this one, and so did Chris McMaster. He did backside feeble grind, front shove out.
Oh. Oh.
And on a Go Skate Day, I think it was 2014, he also does feeble tail grab on it. Shane Eldridge in State Your Name. He did big spin backboard. I know he filmed that in like 2010 though. That was 14 years ago he filmed that, so it's wild. Duncan McNaughton, frontside salad. And he also did frontside willy grind. Taking us back to about 2006, Chris Peroff, he did frontside 5-0. Colin Passy, in that same video, he does frontside blunt. That's actually his ender. He also, in Do It For a Charleston, does a front feeble and a frontside nose slide on it. The front nose is actually really dope. I really like that one. Spencer Hamilton, he also front blunted this in Urie-Buxton in the front section as well.
I'm gonna talk about Minecraft. I just came across a video recently. Someone built Toronto. They built TD, Commerce. They even got the BMO sign. Like, it's insane. It's just 16 skate spots in a video game. I mean, you got GTA 5 with LA. You don't got anything for Toronto. A couple other tricks though that I can think of, and let's start with Bailey Seeger. He did backside 270 lip slide on this, and that was in his Sounds G part or section in that video. He also did big spin front board shove in the local video. TONY, Toronto, New York. Tony, the chocolate video. Carl Aikens and Hakeem Ducksworth skated this rail. Carl Aikens did big spin front board, and Hakeem Ducksworth did kickflip 50-50 to front feeble. And in that clip where he does the kickflip front 50-50, I don't know if he was intending for it to be this way, but the 50-50 kind of falls out and like goes over the rail, so it just does a feeble. But for him to save that, great recovery, that was sick. Shouts out to those guys. Morgan Smith did kick front board in the environment video, and then Daniel Spriel also kick front boarded this, and I believe that was in a Wade Power video. His Instagram handle is 50 gold, 60 platinum. He also did kickflip front board, and that was just for Instagram. So you can see what we're working with nowadays. And then a little bit different approach, not specifically skating the handrail itself, but over the handrail. We have Brian Weary, who did kickflip in Urie-Buxton. And then we also have another similar way of skating it. Bobby DeKaiser, he did backside nose grind pop out. Love me a back nose grind pop out. Skates over to the rail and then does backside flip over, I believe it was this rail here. Cody Beaudry, legend, backside lip slide and back blunt to fakie. And then also on Go Skate Day, he did frontside blunt slide. Warren Unjin with gangst back nose grind on the big ledge over there. Skates around over here and then does frontside board slide on the rail. That was super sick. Royce Plord did backside 180 nose grind. And then we have another skater who's skated this rail quite a bit for Instagram. Shout out Jaden Bono. He did 180 switch crook and back over crook for Instagram. He also did backside 180 nose grind, and that was also for Instagram. He did back 180 switch front crook. And then in his I Am Blind part, he did frontside 180 switch crook. That's like an alley-oop way, so that's crazy. Currently have our DoorDash order at the bottom here, so spot's capped. I was gonna skate the rail for you guys today, but sorry.
Osmos? Damn, wrong guy. Remember what I was saying, like the run up for this, some people do like to carve in for their tricks. Dallas Ives, he was trying to do frontside Smith grind on it, which he actually did do, but the attempt before that, I guess, he was skating in front of the doors and someone opened the door and he crashes right into it. And then the front Smith plays right after that. Dallas Ives has also done a couple other tricks. He's done switch frontside lip slide and switch front tail.
Don't give a damn about a greenback and dog.
Dallas Ives also did switch frontside 180 to Smith grind. Justin Fabus, he did nollie front crook, and that was in the catwalk video by Bevy. and he also did an ollie front nose in God Bless. And for Instagram, he did an ollie frontside board slide on it. On Go Skateboarding Day 2022, Terrence Fonte-Coleman did front crook, Bailey Seeger did big spin backside board, Ben Patterson did kickback Smith. Also, shout out to the girl who rode down the stairs on a longboard. That was sick. Dwayne Anderson Jr., he did kick front feeble on it. That 3-stair, people also do lines starting from up there and don't always hit the rail. Sometimes they just hit the stairs as well. You can kind of hit it at like a 4, 5, 6, 7 stair. Mike Schiffer, he did a really sick line and most things haven't worked out. Backside 180 up to 3, half cab flip on flat, and then he frontside flips down the stairs. I'm not exactly sure if it was like the 5 or the 6 that he did it on, but I think it was like around this kind of area that he did the frontside flip. But that was a really sick line, I like that one. There's also a sick little flat gap over here too, and actually they just redid it. The granite ground must have been too expensive because now it's concrete. I also don't understand why this thing keeps breaking so damn much since 2004, but Warren Unjin, he did a frontside flip on it. You can see it's all taped off with pylons and caution tape, and you gotta mention it because it does become a spot every now and again. But let's go back over to the rail here. Eric Penton, in his Stone Cold part, he did kickflip frontside 50-50 on it. Carter Grandin, he did 3-shove lip. Kieran Zimmerman, he did kickback tail to fakie on this in God Bless. And he keeps going down the sidewalk and does a little switch tray at the end, so technically he did it in the line. Zach Ferguson, he started with a line, so that tall ledge that's in the background there, he did frontside 180 to fakie 5-0 half cab out, and then he hits the rail, and it's kind of like a nose grind, nose blunt. I think it falls into a bit of a nose blunt. Not too sure what he was trying, but he rode away, he pulled it off, and it was a sick one. And then on Go Skate Day, actually on a couple Go Skate Days, but we'll play the one from 2018, he does a backside hurricane to regular on it. Dylan Moore, he skated this rail as well. He had a pretty sick line actually, and remember what I was saying, how this spot grows from a 3-stair all the way up to like a 10, 11, 12 stair. He starts off at the 3, does a switch frontside 180 up, nollie flip on flat, and then comes around and does frontside feeble on the handrail. And then he also did kick back lip, and he also did kick front lip, so he mirrored himself on both those lip slide tricks. Ben Patterson, he did some really good tricks, and actually one of them that I want to list is actually, I feel like it kind of went unnoticed and it's a little underrated. I found it on his Instagram. He did switch heel front board on it. He also has done back Smith, frontside 180 out, breaks his board on one of the attempts. This guy's gonna skate the 10 in a sec. In State Your Name, John Koss, he did kickback Smith on this handrail. He also did hard flip back lip. I was there for the hard flip back lip, and that was just like a quick 5-minute mission. Remember what I said, that this spot is very quick. So he came out here with, pretty sure with Paul Reed, and I think Eric Valentic, could have been Jordan Moss, can't remember 100%. But they both came for 2 angles, and he did that one super quick and just came and met up with us right back at TD again. It was sick. He also has done kickflip nose slide on this rail, and that was in like this funny clean with it edit. He might have edited that one, I don't know, but I always liked that one back in the day. He does kick front crook in his official hats edit, made by Eric Valentic. That one was a good one. A line that he did in contact high that we forgot to mention the last time, he does backsmith on the rail, and then if you look right across the street here, he cuts through all the cars, goes through, and across from us is actually TD double, but he kickflips up the 3-stair of the double and then does a frontside wall ride. You don't really see people go from Commerce over to TD too often. One other person that I think did do that though was Rob Pointer, and this was back in the day. Rob Pointer skated from TD and made his way up to Commerce and did hit the rail as well. So those are the only 2 that I can think of. Maybe it's happened more often. Another trick that John did was heel flip back lip, Fuja Day, which is a really good video. Again, all the links for these videos are down in the description below. Go watch them. Go support these videos that we're, talking about to this day. Hold on, this just in. We've been sent more Uber. Hey, Osmos. Damn it. I forgive you. Well, we might not have Osmos, but we just got a clip sent to us of Derek Gustav Vario flipping the 10. And with that said, let's go make our way to the 10 stair right now and get to a whole list of tricks that have gone down over many, many decades, all the way since the 1980s. The Commerce Court building, this was built back in 1929. It was the tallest building back in the Roaring 20s, as they call it. They had really good architect for it as well. You see it in the back more so than just like the front of the building here, where it's kind of more modernized. But in the back, you definitely see like all the art style textures to it, and it's really cool to see. Having it being built back in the 1920s is a reason why so many people skated it starting from the 80s. It's been here for so long, and street skating getting as popular as it did in those like early to mid 80s times. People were skating this, and I don't exactly know who did the first ollie down this. That'd be very hard to find right now. Justin Bachma's crew, they were coming around here, and they actually have a funny story called the Peanut Run, where they would skate throughout the entire city and steal peanuts, and then have security and cops chase them around. And while they're skating away from everybody, they'd actually be hitting stairs, ollieing the 10. And this was like a normal thing that they would do back in the mid 80s, was the Peanut Run. We probably don't have the clips for that, like of Justin Bachma, RIP. He was a legendary Toronto skater, and all those guys coming out with those early videos were definitely putting all these spots on the map. If you haven't watched any of Justin Bachma's parts in particular, definitely go check them out. We'll link them down below. His True Mathematics part, definitely a great part to go watch. Let's talk about the 10 first before we actually dive into these tricks. As you can see, there's a lot of construction going on behind me. And so like the run up is a lot wider than just this narrow path. They must be fixing the sidewalk here or something. And a little reference that you have when skating the 10 would be these lines that are in the middle of the stairs here, right at the top. They used to be painted yellow. People would always skate it to the right side of it. As it grows, it kind of grows into an 11 stair. Now I have noticed the cracks, like we were talking about earlier in the video, didn't really mess you up for the handrail, but this little rubber part here has gotten a lot bigger than what I remember, because I have tried to skate this back in the day. Wasn't successful, tried to barely heel it, but I remember that not being a bother for me at all. But now I feel like it would be. Someone who was successful was definitely TJ, so let's bring him back in and kind of hear about all his tricks that he's done.
You're too nice, Justin. You're too nice. Respect.
I got you.
Yeah, I mean, this set's iconic. This is like one of the best sets in the city to skate. Obviously, right now they have a little bit of construction. I don't know why, because there's nothing going on there.
There's nothing to fix.
Yeah, no, there's nothing there. I don't know why. I don't know, that some of the tricks that I've done over the years, I remember heel flipping it. I hard flipped it.
Brass, we quick to blast, like Urie call on it.
Switch front big did a long time ago, and then I did it again just for like an homage for like an Instagram edit. I was like staying at Quick's house, filming for like the Scotty's video, I think, or something.
Okay.
Staying with Bowie and Chris Quick and everyone at the ECW house.
Ah, yeah, I remember.
And I think we came here at nighttime one night, and I was with Richard Gagnon. He was in the background. We just did the nollie heel. I remember having some fresh white tees on, like fresh white hat, like feeling myself. I was like, all right, let's do this.
Was that the same day you did nollie heel on Scotia 9? I remember Eric, or maybe it might have been Jordan, they were talking about it. I think you like did it on Scotia, then you're like, fuck it, let's just do it on the 10.
Probably.
Sounds like something you'd do.
Skate some easier ground indoors where it's not as cold, and then come outside when I'm warmed up.
Right?
I don't remember that one.
I'll have to go find that clip, but
Fuck.
yeah, that's a good one
Good
too.
luck. I nollie front heeled it second try with Eric Valentic walking down the street, or skating down the street, trying to get back to film a second angle.
Why was he not like already?
He had no
filming
tape.
Yeah, no tape.
I had to go up to McDonald's over here and go grab his tape at the store, and he just didn't, he wasn't prepared, you know?
But you were trying to do it without him.
I was
there,
like,
just
yo,
to
I was
prove a point.
horny, I was trying to get it. I was like, dog, like, I ain't fucking waiting, I want to land it now, and I got a second try.
That's
you know?
sick.
And what else? I did Ficky big spin. Half cap heel. I've tried a couple tricks recently, almost landed. Can't
sure
say
we'll
what.
See,
yeah,
sure
you'll
we'll see those
Yeah, you'll see
in the
them
near
soon.
future.
Not everything has been done yet. That I was like, hey, I want to make my mark. Let's try and do some stuff real quick that you know, I could look back on like right now and reminisce and look at this and be like, damn, I can't believe I did that like 17 years ago. Makes me feel old as shit. I got the homie Wade P right there with Will Filion. You know, we're gonna go in the back here after we finish this up and try and go get some more clips, you know? Always working on parts, you guys know this. Yeah, it's love, but we appreciate you guys just doing your thing, man, and keeping us all up to date on what's going on. It's respect, it's cool to see, you know, and I love my friends where I grew up do something that they love, you know? I always tell everybody to follow their dreams, so I'm happy and proud of you for doing that, you know?
Respect.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
keep
man.
it moving, you know?
It's good
Come
to
on.
shine light on like, you know,
Yeah.
everybody who's, you know, not just like our generation, but the generation before.
Yeah.
But also like the new kids coming up too, and kind of remind them, because I remember like back when we were growing up, we cared a lot about this shit. We had the magazines. We always knew what tricks went down. We knew the ABDs, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of like becoming sort of like a lost thing. So
To a
like we
certain
kind of
degree.
want to remember, or have kids like kind of remember, especially like younger kids.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Definitely the kids are gonna come here and they're just gonna kickflip and be like, oh yeah, that was sick. Social media and video parts are kind of like at a different point now
Exactly.
to where it's like, you know, for like the OGs that do it, you know, like we want to know that stuff because we want to do something like that no one's done. So
Make
it's
our
like
own mark.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's a 101, you know, it's
Yeah.
a challenge that we get to accomplish.
Speaking of kickflips, you just brought one up. Do you remember the night where Mitch Donovan tried to kickflip it and he broke his board?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I remember like they were filming it from over there on top where the stand is, where those guys are.
Yeah.
And it broke the board, and then I let him use my board, and I think he did it. There's a lot of stuff that's been done on this thing.
Yeah, man.
It's cool. Can't wait to see this next video.
Hell yeah. Respect. We'll see you around on the next one for sure.
Take care, guys.
Hell yeah.
Have a good one.
Peace. Go Skateboarding Day has been very popular for numerous years. One in particular that I definitely want to mention though would be 2014. People were just rifling off tricks left, right, and center. Like you had Zach Ferguson who did like a pre-grab on it. Him and Lee Yanku both did those. Lee Yanku, he also did tuck knee. Zach Ferguson, he also did a front shove on it. Dylan Moore, he did kickflip melon grab. And he also did switch frontside big spin on it too. There was a nollie backside flip on the 10 stair. That one was crazy because I think that's the only time I want to say that a nollie backside flip has actually gone down on the stairs to this day. Jordash Bouchard, he did a hard flip on it. The camera kind of goes sideways, so hopefully we can fix that with some keyframes, but he did hard flip that on Go Skate Day as well. And then Jacob Williams on that same Go Skate Day, he did probably the most fucked up trick to go down. He landed it pretty sketchy, but I mean, to switch back 360 at 10 stair is fucking gnarly, bro. Speaking of Jacob Williams, he's also done switchback heel on this set too. I don't know if that actually made it into a video part, but we do have that clip from his Instagram pulled. Perfect rides into the street. Mark Appleyard, he did tray flip on this stairs. This was a long time ago too. I want to say maybe 2006, 2007 is when he did that one. Luke Shearing in his I Am Savage part, it's his ender. He does nollie heel on it, and there's just a big crowd of people. We've also got tons of security guards kicking him out, just watching him do it. And just perfect nollie heel. I like the way it was edited too, especially with like all the crowd of skaters on the road, kind of just board watching and high-fiving him as he rides away. It was sick.
Hey T, I think my stock just went up, babe. Hey you, let's go.
And then you also have Terrence Goddard in Blue Tile Lounge's 4-letter word. He also did a nollie heel on the set as well. We also have Jesse Takema. He nollie flipped this, and it's kind of a crazy nollie flip. I feel like he almost kind of missed his pop on it. Landed it perfect though. It was sick. Brandon Del Bianco, he did some of the craziest tricks on this spot. He switch traded. It's kind of a weird ride away. He kind of like lands it and then kind of skirts and goes to the left. And he also nollie frontside flipped it. There's 2 angles for that. He does that fisheye and long lens. That was also a really good one too. Jay Brown in a 2008 BTL promo, he did frontside big spin on this. He also did a pop shove on it, and I don't know how to say the title of this video, Iconolatry. The Russian, he did nollie on it. And Neil Pollock, the same day, he did nollie back 180 on it. Morgan Smith, he did nollie backside big spin in the blind video. He also did switch frontside flip on it in Wade DeSarmo's top dollar part as a guest trick, but there's also another angle where he does switch frontside flip on it as well as a second last trick in environment. I want to say Morgan also nollie back heeled it the same day he did the nollie big spin. And it looks like it's the same day, same filming on with the fisheye and everything like that too. Seifa Benson, shout out to the Bunt Live. In his Oriette part, he does switch pop shove. One of my favorite tricks to do for sure. Kind of like Seifa Benson's trick with a switch pop shove. You have Mitch Prima, who's his ender in Fireworks Dancing and Cartwheels part, was switch front shove. Dallas Ives, he switch front 3'd it. Got away with it though, he rode away, and he definitely had, growing up especially, I remember watching him switch 360 down damn near everything in the city. Duncan McNaughton. Now, again, if you haven't checked out our Commerce video, definitely go check it out because that's where you can see the whole back of Commerce, Commerce Court, 5 flat, all of it. He actually starts a line on the wall ledge. We have the raw clip for it, sent to me by Mike Crook. Shout out to Mike Crook, thank you for that. I think he does a nollie flip nose slide on the wall ledge, and then he makes his way all throughout Commerce Court. He makes his way to the 10 stair and does an ollie north down it.
Yes, sucker, what?
And fast forward many years later, you got Adam Matthews, who did the back 180 Ollie North, which is sick as well.
Step back, motherfuckers, let a nigga go.
One thing that I did want to mention, we're not going to go too in depth about it, but there are a couple clips. Over here on the side, there is a wall ledge. It's like a wall grate ledge. That used to get skated quite a bit in the early 2000s. And one person I can think of when I think of this ledge is Duncan McNaughton. And then Colin Passy has also skated that ledge as well. Kevin Teo, he did backside flip on this. And that was originally supposed to be in his State Your Name part. Unfortunately, he didn't get it. And then I believe maybe the springtime 2013, they came back and he did that. Probably one of the more crazier tricks to go down on this thing. I don't know how you do it, but ghetto bird. Riley Cronin, if you're more technical and you don't want to call it a ghetto bird because it's a nollie hard flip 180, he did hard flip 180. There was a bunch of security guards. They were just trying to, you know, get him out of here. In the clip, they tried to stop him or trip him or something on his board, and there was like maybe 5 or 6 of them at the very top. He did it perfectly, and then I think in the clip he might have given them the finger. So sorry, guys, but yeah, that was a super sick clip. Riley Cronin's clip was in All City Showdown, and then also Bailey Seeger, I believe they were on the same team. He did backside 360 nose grab. Jaden Bono also did backside 360 without the nose grab, but was also in All City Showdown. Will Cohen, I believe this was his ender. He did back big spin, and in the clip you can tell he's going so fast. Matt Sullivan in the environment video, he did switch heel flip, and that would have been 2005. Got to go to the bottom here because currently power washing. So, and then we have John Koss, who did hard flip on this. John tried fakie frontside flip, and I was actually there that day. I came along to skate with Luke Shearing and Trent Kruger, and we ended up linking up with John and Eric and all those dudes. John was trying his fakie frontside flip that made it into Booyah Day, but he actually ended up doing it again another day. Ben Patterson. Ben did switch big spin heel flip in an All City Showdown edit. Another All City Showdown a year later, he did a hard flip down the stairs in a line. And that leads us to one of the crazier tricks that has happened. Ben did fakie flip on this. And yeah, that's insane. Then we have one more person who skated this stair set here, and that is Jeff DeCesare. He came down for the bunt jam. We had, I believe, one day after the bunt jam to just go and film downtown, do whatever. We were originally going to go to Skydome, but there was a Jays game going on, so we never ended up being able to skate that. Thankfully, we actually had time to skate the 10 stair that day. Jeff probably sessioned it for like maybe 30 minutes or so. He was able to get 2 NBDs in one day. He did triple flip, did that twice. He was gonna do laser flip, but the crack at the top was kind of screwing with him, so he said, fuck it, I'm just gonna do a tray double.
Last one and we're gone.
I was there, Behan was there, Francois Hero was there, and then Jeff's filmer Mike was also there, who came down with Jeff.
Fuck yeah, Jeff.
Hell yeah. Thanks, guys.
To do those 2 tricks in one day, pretty impressive, so shouts out to Jeff.
And that's gonna do it for the first episode of A Closer Look. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, if you made it this far, hit the like button down below. Leave a comment down below as well, what spot you want us to hit next or recover next in this segment as well. Big shout out to TJ Rogers for joining us and showcasing a bunch of his tricks that he's done over the years. And again, we also post a video every single Saturday at 11:30 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.